And I think we're live. Looks like it. That microphone looks a little bit hot, so I'm gonna just pull it down a little bit. Oh, righty. Let's try. Oh, that's still even that's a little too hot. All right, let's try that. See how we're doing. All right, that seems more reasonable. So welcome everyone to the Tuesday night drawing stream, where I do not want to be doing the Tuesday night drawing stream. Not because I don't like doing the Tuesday night drawing stream, but because I'm just really tired tonight. Tired in the sense of just I don't want to be doing the thing. But you know, I'm here because I want to be doing this regularly. Oh, great. So what's happening here is, all right, I'll be right back. Okay, that took a minute. That was intensely frustrating. But now we're back online and ready to go. Okay, so that's better. So like I said before I was so cruelly interrupted, I really am not in the mood to draw tonight, just because I'm kind of tired and emotionally kind of out of it right now. But the reason I'm doing this is because I don't always feel like it, and I want to do this even when I don't feel like it. So I'm going to go ahead and do my drawings. Even if I'm the only one here, I'm going to practice my drawings. And as I said last time, and I say every time, I'm starting with these line reps just to get my fingers, my hands used to drawing in these particular ways. Trying to get nice straight lines all the way across. And just giving the hand some practice on some various shapes. Do some circles. I like doing relatively large circles that require, that's nice, require my hand to move, not just my fingers. See, this is nice. I'm getting some decent circles out of this. Some actual circular shapes. Not too displeased with that. Then we're going to do some slashes. And trying to get nice even lines. Alright, then we'll do our typical thing where we try to get a curve through some squares. Without hitting. Again, this is just practice to get us used to this kind of action. Oops, missed it there. Wasn't paying close enough attention. I should double check the camera. You know, it often has some zooming issues. Let me... that's odd. There used to be a zoom option, but it doesn't appear to be there anymore. Weird. Where did the... Huh. Oh, wrong camera. That's why. Now it all makes sense. Okay, no, that's pretty sharp. As sharp as it can get. Alright, and then again, just getting my fingers ready. Starting this much later than usual in the night, but that's okay. Alright, so those are my line reps. Now moving on to some contour drawings. Just gonna grab some random bodies here. Let's go with we'll go with that one. Oh, forgot to sign that one. Gotta do that. It is the 23rd of January, 2018. And that's done. Did what I could. Alright, so now these are going to be contour. Oops. Drawings. So what we do here is my pencil is going to follow the contour of this drawing, but I'm going to look at the drawing, not the pencil. So I'm just looking, starting at the upper left, upper right as far as you can see, and then trying to move down. I'm pretending that my pencil is over here when it's actually over here. Over here rather, when it's actually over here. Then move over here. So I'm not allowed to move the pencil. I can glance over here occasionally, but I can't move the pencil while I'm doing so. So I can just kind of verify that I'm roughly in the right spot. Alright, got that a little bit off, but that's alright. Oops. Funny. And the goal here is not to get this correct, is to train the brain as to what it's like to draw without being able to see what you're drawing. That's very off, but that's okay. Okay. And then let's get another one over here. Start from the top of the head. So we're going with this one here. I think I'm better when I just go. Yeah, that's not bad. Then we draw. Which would come around like that. And the hand goes up like this. And up like that. Yep. The boob got dropped down, but you know, what can you do? Okay, yeah, that's pretty close. And obviously I could draw the entire sword. Like that. Might as well do the hilts. Yeah. Huh, not bad at all. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I should fix. Can I do that over here? Probably should. Should still be logged in over here, right? Yeah. Calling this anime. That's weird. Streaming IRL. Tuesday drawing. That's weird. Oh, because I'm on YouTube. Right. Right. So let me fix that. I need to go there. And I need to change that because it's not the Friday live stream. So let me fix. It's the Tuesday drawing stream. Okay. So that's correct now. All right, good. One last thing. All right, so yep, that's contour drawing. And what was I doing the other day? There was another practice where let's grab the book. So we've got our Natural Way to Draw book. That's what I've been using as my my Bible, if you will. Memory drawing. That's right. That's a good one. All right. So let me move this here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at an image from this book for a certain amount of time. Let's see if he recommends, if he has a certain recommendation there. Half a minute. Okay. So I have 30 seconds to study this thing and then draw it from memory. So I'm going to use this one, I think, from the upper left. I'm going to study that and memorize it and then try to do it that way. So, and go. All right. Boy, and I'm completely oh man, it's gone. Wow. And our head was here. Let's get the body going. Whoop, no. No pencil, no eraser. Where'd my eraser go? Okay. So this would be over like this. When I go down like this, I actually think it would slope more like this. Yeah, so down like this, it was more down, and then we had the shirt coming down like this, as I recall. Her hair was like this-ish, although it came down kind of wispy. Eyes were over here, as I recall. Nose. All right. Yeah. So that arm came out like this. This is more or less correct, but the hand comes out this way. Wow. Okay. So it would be more like that. And then you have your arm like that. And this is, wow, and that was down like that and then up. Okay. Duly noted. So yeah, that's pretty badly wrong. So I can tell I would do better with a different lighting scheme here. I wonder, let me just try something real quick. If I move this light here and aim it straight down at the paper, is that easier to see? I think so. Yeah, that's slightly more even lighting. So I'll do that from now on. Good to know. But I'm still dealing with the wow, bad memory drawing, or just unskilled, for lack of a better term. All right. One more. Let's find an actual book. Okay, there we go. I'm going to go with this one down here. Let's study that for 30 seconds and go. Okay, so I know he was, I want to get the basic body down here. I know his head was up kind of like this. So then we had our and then we had this going down to, I think it was out like this roughly. Again, at this point, I'm not trying to make this look like a beautiful work of art. I'm just trying to get the pose more or less correct. And then I think he was back like this more. We got the nose coming out like this, more or less, which means we'd have the chin out like that, roughly. All right, let's look back. Okay, yeah, not too bad. Definitely beefier. The arm should be down further. This arm should be down further. But that's definitely a lot better than what I had before. This should be moved. That's about right. And then we have a fairly flat head there. And then the curve comes out like that. And we have our hair. Okay, not too bad. Well, that's the problem. I can't see the chat because I literally can't see the chat. So if you guys have been there, I apologize. I have not been seeing any of the chat. because I had the wrong thing up. That would explain that. So now I can see the chat. Let me pull it up over here. And that way, if it comes in, I'm not bouncing back and forth. Yeah, my apologies. I wasn't thinking about that. So confusing being on the stream versus everything else. Okay. Yeah, that's there. All right. Don't have to worry about there. All right. All right. So that was that's also our memory drawing. So if you guys have any questions or want to talk about anything, apologies. Hey, Hakashiki. Please re-ask because I have not seen them. You know, this is a new stream. We've only been doing it for a few weeks, so still working the kinks out. All right, so that was that memory drawing. Let's move on. Gotta blow the nose real quick. I discovered that the hold music I use apparently is pulling from some like licensed song. Like I got it from somebody where it's supposed to be public domain, but or it's supposed to be licensed for public use, but it's actually not. Like apparently that guy, you know, sampled it from this gangsta rap album. So some of my Twitch videos aren't very happy. Which is really frustrating. Either that or they just think it's similar enough that it triggered. Don't know. Okay, so I want to do... Let's see here. There we go. I want to get familiar with doing some SD characters, some super deformed. And this is from the How to Draw Manga series, which is actually a Japanese series they translated into English. And I'm really feeling like doing some cutesy SD characters. And as I talk about, SD characters have these odd proportions, very large heads relative to bodies, and very simplified characters. Right? Much more childish, much more ridiculous. As I said, one of the things about super deformed characters is that you have these exaggerated facial features and different body builds, stylization, etc., and the history thereof. So, I'm going to more or less go through this page by page and just kind of do some pieces here of doing. I'm going to do some eyes and noses and things like that, and just build up some SD aspects and hopefully draw some actual SD characters. So start with some eyes. SD eyes. Doing this all with pencil for now. So starting with so there's an eye. Ooh. That's kind of cute. Requires the ability to do really nice ovals though, which is of course hard. So then we have a more complicated one. This is more like a traditional anime eye. We have all these reflections and such. A little too complicated for me in general, but that might be more or less where we go. where we have that, and then our oval, and then our reflection. I might just go ahead with the kind of standard anime eye type thing, right? And then your eyebrow, or the eyelid actually, and then your eyebrow. Not bad. Then we have these down here, which is basically, oops, that's too much. Line, circle, and curve. That's pretty cool. Have I watched Angel's Egg? Yes, I watched Angel's Egg like 2 weeks ago. More of the eye than the people in the white. Yep, so you can have your little eyelashes to indicate femininity. Then you can have your that and that. Then your circle within with the required eye. That's kind of nice. Memorable eyes. Yeah, different aspects of those. So I think I like this one and this one a lot. And we'll aim for that. And of course you have different aspects. Well, that's kind of cute. So there's whoop. Whoop. And whoop. With your reflection. That's kind of nice. Like that. Hi, Game Escape. After the Rain. Cool. You like After the Rain. Glad to hear it. Yeah, that's one of the ones I'm curious to see where it goes. And then over the top, you know, facial expressions, eyebrows. Yeah, and of course the eyebrows are very important to indicate expression, but we're not going there just yet. Okay. Noses tend to have your small cute nose, your checkmark nose there. Though of course you can always do that for your nose, more like that for your nose, something more soft and rounded. Expressing with the nose, and yeah, and then of course you have your hash marks to indicate embarrassment or similar things. Okay. The mouth. There's our basic mouth. Oop, I would want to fix that line a bit. Oop. Got some problematic lines there. Yeah, glad to hear you're liking that Game Escape. I'm actually going to be at... Okay, cool. Another con in a week and a half, Star City Anime. Yeah, there's your classic closed mouth, sort of cat's mouth. Cool. So yeah, in a week and a half, I'll be at Star City Anime in Roanoke. That should be fun. Assorted stylized mouths. So yeah, then we got our typical just smile. Okay, I'm good there. With teeth or without teeth. Maybe some teeth and a tongue. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, you want a wide mouth, lots of expression. Which one is After the Rain? I forget. Oh, the high schooler who is interested in her manager, middle-aged manager. That's a cute one. So we have a simple curve for the mouth, and that one, and then the interior of the ear. So like that, and then interior, and then that. Okay, cool. Oh, no, that's backwards. Whoops. Anyway. Eyeglasses, not worried right here. Ears. Yeah. Be careful if you're not drawing the ears that you have enough hair to actually block the ears. You always get sick at cons. Is con crud really an issue, or just something that circulates on the internet? Good question. I certainly do find myself not frequently, but more frequently than the average, than when I'm not at a con, getting at least a little ill after a con. I think there's enough germs circulating that you're likely to catch a little something. Like I said, it's not that every time I go back from a con I have something, but I would say probably half the time I return from a con, I am at least fighting off a little something afterwards. I'm at least lethargic for the next day or two. A bit of a cough, something like that. Or I might just catch a cold for a day, something like that. I never had anything really, really... Well, no, I think from a Penny Arcade Expo one year, I came back and I was... Like, I had a pretty bad cold for like 3 days. So yeah, I think it is true, but it's not that big a deal. So yeah, I think in general I'll just do a single line for the ears. Hairstyles. How complicated do you want those hairstyles? Important to silhouettes, that's important. So you want to make sure your characters are distinguishable from their different hairstyles. And mouths. This is, again, these guys are cute. Alright, let's move on to anything more with hair. Triangle layout the face, cuteness, planning stylization, points of concern, change in facial layout versus age, drawing non-Japanese characters, African stereotype, in-depth look, shading, hefty builds, proportions. Nope. Okay, so let's do some hairstyles. Do I have a preference of gender when I draw? I tend to draw male characters more than female. Good question, Zanali. I am making an effort to draw both equally. Some female, some male. So I don't want to get into that trap. I certainly find female characters more interesting to draw, just because they have more curves. Guys tend to have a blockier shape than girls do. So girls are more challenging in that sense. But then you run the risk of if you don't draw guys enough, then they always look bad. So I think, yeah, I find female characters, just a general, they're more physically interesting to draw. Besides just oh, she's cute or she's pretty. I am not drawing pretty girls yet. My skills are not capable of actually replicating that on page unless I'm like copying something. But getting there. All right, so we'll just do some basic hair concepts. And that's we'll do a cute little ear, cute big ear actually. Okay, and then okay, there's your SD character, hair. I can live with that. Generally speaking, we're gonna want something like that, or I like that guy's hair. Let's do just some general hair bits. And whoop, whoop, whoop. There's a nice long face there. Cute. Yes, Derpy, we have a Tuesday live stream. Tomorrow, if all goes well, I'll have a Wednesday live stream as well. But today I'm just drawing. Okay. Eye position can be in different places to emphasize cuteness. So you want those eyes, you know, down closer to here. Give it a sort of a cute look. Not everything goes when drawing a stylized character. It must be composed according to certain rules, and it must be visually comprehensible. Except when you're intentionally wrecking the face. Yeah, adding perspective, he says, is something generally to avoid. SD characters are not meant to look correct in perspective. It's a good point. Right. Changes based on age. I'm not worried about that right now. Shading. Interesting. Excuse me. Gosh. Lots of allergies. But you can do different angles on faces and such. My favorite artist, if I had to pick one. Don't really have one. I love the art of Yoshitoshi Abe. The artist behind Yokohama Kaidashi Kiko, Quiet Country Cafe. Those are probably my two go-to artists in terms of I would love to be able to draw as well as they do. Or I'd love to be able to draw the way they do. But I like different artists for different ways, you know. I like how Ken Akamatsu gets his can portray sort of cuteness and attractiveness. I really like how the guy behind Oh My Goddess. Anyway, Kenichi Sonoda, I think. I just love how he manages to blend a manga aesthetic into a rather detailed real world, where you have very much manga characters on motorcycles and, you know, driving, you know, what is clearly like a Honda vehicle, that kind of stuff. I also love the work of Kiyohiko Azuma of Azumanga Daioh and Yotsubato. So just his, similarly, how he can do these very almost super deformed faces, but do them in a light-hearted way that they can fit into the real world, where his characters feel like they're actually high school students or what have you. Various character actions, not too concerned with that right now. Super deformed anything and everything. Character design on locations. They had to do various characters that look like fantasy or sci-fi, clothes. That's cool. Kimono, stylized clothing. This is all a bit much. Super deformed robots. Nice. Super deforming serious characters, posing them. Alright. Going into a lot of detail. And then odds and ends. Various things. Okay, so interesting. Okay. Mix and match to improve facial layout skills. Different eyes, different... there's what I'm looking for. But it's really just that. Okay. Oh, this is the guy who did SD Gundam. Not SD Gundam Force, but there were these SD Gundam parody manga. Wow. Worked on Ojimajo Doremi, Ashita no Naja. New Lupin the Third, Tomorrow's Joe 2, Galaxy Express 3 Nines, Crusher Joe, Dirty Pair, Miss Machiko. Cool. Anyway, okay. So getting back to this. So I noticed these faces are kind of large. So I'm going to try doing a more cutesy face. And then do, again, a very simple anime hairstyle. And go around here. We'll go with a fairly male style there, and then let's just do so here's where they were saying some stuff. You're gonna do super deformed, do super deformed. Yeah, that's better. And then I think I'll do a little checkmark nose. Oh, maybe not. I like it without the checkmark nose. Cool. I would probably actually shade that in a little bit. And we might just do a little thing on the hair there. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. I still feel like my heads are a bit too tall. Let's do... Whoa, that's too much. So I feel like I need to do like down like this. Let's do a girl now. Something girly. We'll give her a side part. And lots of hair. Whoops. I said lots of hair. And we'll give her cute little ears. Just a little line. I like that little line. Get down like that. Down like that. And then just cute little neck. Oops. Suggest that the hair goes down a ways. Sort of a Christmas tree neck there. And then we'll put her eyes, give her nice big eyes. There's that. There's that. Gotta have the eye drop, the reflection. And we'll give her a little check nose. And yeah, we'll make her smiling. She's cute. That's relatively super deformed. If I were inking this, I'd want to be a lot more firm with my lines, but that's getting there. It's getting somewhere. Kosuke Fujishima. Thank you. That's the Oh My Goddess guy. Of course. Kenichi Sonoda is You're Under Arrest and Gunsmith Cats and the others. Yeah, Kosuke Fujishima. I think Fujishima is the first manga artist I came across whose style I really responded to. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So there's Kosuke Fujishima's art style. and you can see the way he does his characters. A lot of detail, obviously, on the character art. But what I particularly enjoy is the fact that, you know, when the characters are actually in an environment, especially as the story continues. I don't think there's anything particularly spoilerish here. Or, I mean, there's some slight fan service here, but by modern standards, it's very, very simple. So yeah, here we go. Perfect example. So here are the characters on a motorcycle, and this very much feels like characters with motorcycles. And I just love the melding of those two things. Who do I consider to be the most interesting character in the Gundam franchise? I mean, it's hard to go much better than Char. You know, Char's just got a lot going on with him. Everyone else just, frankly, doesn't get the love that Char does. There's just so much personality and time spent with Char. All right, that's some good hair experiments. So, all right. So let's see here. What is today? Pretty much invents his art style around volume 10 onward. I don't think I have any of those volumes. But yeah, his style is definitely significantly shifted. So let's see here. So I need a monster for... Let me just see here real quick. I have a bunch of volumes of his art. But there's Final Exam, which seems like it would be a later one. Not sure. Yeah, this definitely looks rather more detailed. Oh, well, there's a Purth, so it's definitely further on. Wow, yeah, that art style is definitely significantly evolved already. But yeah, I mean, look at that. Look at that right there. Jeez. Yeah, Char's just cool. I mean, other than Char, so I mean, it's hard to nail down interesting. I would say a character that I always found that I always looked forward to seeing more of on screen is Commander Bright. You know, somebody who always has a he tries to be clear-headed, and he tries to do the right thing all the time, but is under pressure from many different things, and sometimes he can't do the right thing in that sense. So he's a noble character, and so seeing how he responds to things is neat, and also seeing how his character evolves over time. He's much more he has a much more difficult time letting go early in his career compared to later on in the franchise. So seeing Bright as of Double Zeta Gundam is a very different person. Alright, so there's that. Wow, have I really been streaming for this long? Oh no, only about an hour. Okay. Thought I started earlier. But yeah, I mean, in fairness, Char just gets so much... there's so much time spent on Char. It's a little unfair. I'd love to have more stuff about SD bodies, but there's just not much in here about how to do body shapes. Let's see if there's something later on. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Proportions. Maintaining balanced proportions. Not really much here about how to draw an SD body. Huh. Speaking of, sort of an LP Peru inspired character, it seems. Yep, time flies when you're having fun. But I want to make sure I make these drawing streams at least an hour long. I think that's a good amount of practice. All right, so let's do some more. I'm not quite done yet. So let's try. I don't want characters with like a lot of, this sounds pervy. I don't want characters with a lot of complicated clothing on. Because I'm going to spend all time trying to, you know, figure out the clothing compared to somebody who's wearing like a very simple dress or something like that. I think they had a girl here who was wearing just a very simple, like a sundress. And that's just, again, it kind of, it avoids, and these are all kind of crazy fantasy stuff. Kimono, oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Let's try copying her. Okay, and yeah. Try to get all these in the same shot. All right. We'll just call this SD practice. I'm not going to copy this exactly, but I'm going to sharpen this pencil. Yep, Bright's the dad of White Base. I mean, frankly, a lot of the main pilot characters go through a very clear character arc from immature to mature, so that by the end of their series, I'm like, okay, I don't really need to spend much more time with them. Like I'm clear on where they are now as people, and they just don't really they don't reward a lot more exposure. So I'm going to start with the body here, actually. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Get those arms in. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and, because I like how that sundress kind of is the body shape. And then we have just little legs. Again, not trying to be detailed there. Let's do some shapes for the hands. And then, yeah, we can continue that down. There's that arm. That turned out pretty well. I can live with that. Then let's do a head. Somewhat more realistic shapes here. Again, I want to go a little softer. And I'm actually going to go with a simpler hairstyle on her. I like this. There's a girl up here, you kind of can't see, who has this simpler. Actually, I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to do that there. Redo this. I'm going to give her some more bangs. Have those go up like this, and have that come around like that into a little thing on the side. Give her that kind of lane side thing a little bit. I'm actually gonna have to have that be a little bigger. That needs to come out. She's gonna have to have a bigger head than that. Maybe we'll keep a line in there just to, no. Ooh. We'll bring that up here, and then include a part. That's there, there. Okay. And then we need our eyes. So the eyes will go down here and here. And we'll make them nice and round. What do you guys think? Who are some of your favorite characters in Gundam? That's cute. We'll give that there, and that there. And maybe we'll do the iris on this one. Why not? Let's give that a try. And then give her and then some nice, pleasant eyebrows. Make them fairly thick. I found thick eyebrows help sell that. And give her a little smile. Breathe. I think we'll give her a little nose. Little check mark nose. That's pretty cute. All right. Oh, she needs an ear. We'll just have that sticking out there. And I think she should have another ear here. Like just visible. Okay. Now I feel like her mouth's a little bit off. So I'm going to actually tweak this a bit. I'm going to soften up her jawline and bring the mouth and nose over a little bit. That's better, yeah. Make the mouth a little stronger. And yeah, there she is. There's our cute little lowly character. There's an SD character there. And then she actually has in this, it comes around like that. There's a little bow. Oh, bow's cute. Yeah, we'll do a little bow. And then he has, that's interesting, a few lines indicating some movement. I don't like that. Erase that. Okay. Yeah, that's better. All right. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I could totally ink that. And she'd be pretty cute. I always found the eyes behind the hairline thing weird, but it does make the character more expressive. Like it does work. All right, there's our SD girl. 23rd January 2018. All right. That is my drawing practice. Obviously, it'd be a lot better if I was drawing this a lot, but that's okay. So I think what I might do is the next, for a little while, I'll practice, for the next few weeks during the drawing practice, I'll practice SD. And I'll do SD every week for a while and hopefully get better at it. Because I think this would be a good style to start with in terms of drawing a bunch of these, kind of get used to this, and then establish this as something I can draw, decently well. So and I might even take this character and try drawing her from a couple of slightly different angles, straight on, from the other side, just to get a feel for how to change this around a little bit. That'd be good practice. So let's review. This is our drawing for today. So we did some line reps, just getting used to the pencil, some contour drawings, and then some memory drawings. So I looked at an image and then tried to copy it without looking at it at all. And that took some time, but I got better at it, as you might imagine. Then we practiced on some SD eyes and mouths. Did some hair practice, that was fun. And then did a cute little lowly girl. All right. thank you all very much for joining me tonight. I am planning on doing another stream on tomorrow night, a crafting stream, where I'll be building a walking stick, or actually adding like a grip onto a walking stick. It's a late Christmas present I need to make, and I'm gonna make it anyway, so I figure I might as well live stream it so you can see my process. So if you want to hang out then, if you're available tomorrow night, don't have an exact time nailed down, but just keep an eye for this. And yeah, thank you all for joining me. If you're not available for that, I'll be doing the live stream on Friday, where the topic will be how we as fans can get more fans interested in anime, plus the 30 anime preview guide, previewing all the anime this season. All right, thanks all, and see you soon. I hope you watched. I hope what was the thing? I always wanted to have a sign off. Until next time, I hope you find more interesting stuff. We'll go with that.